Hear ye, here comes the judge. It's the Yogi Judge Dawson. And I'm here with another podcast to encourage you, to motivate you, to lift you to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been listening to my podcast all this time, you know I am a real judge, like really, a judge in a court. But more importantly than that, I am a man who is dedicated to using all of my platforms to educate, inspire, and motivate others. Hey, I know my time here is limited. You know, your time here is limited. So I'm going to do the best I can to motivate you. So if you are a person looking for a dose of positivity or a little bit of motivation, follow me on all social media at Judge Dawson. And go to my website, judgedawson.com, so that you can subscribe to my email list, Dose of Positivity. Or you can just continue to listen to these podcasts and share them with your friends and family, because we can all use an injection of positivity. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you really shortly today. As I mentioned, some of you know that I'm a judge, and I am going on my 13th year soon. 13 years will be coming up of me being a judge in the wonderful city of East Cleveland. And I'm telling you, East Cleveland has its challenges. It is a community that is stricken with poverty, crime, and sometimes hopelessness. But I'm from the city, and I can speak for those who are proud East Clevelanders, letting you know that we do not lose hope. So with that being said, I bring you these podcasts with kind of a little purview into my courtroom and some of the things I deal with and some of the lessons that I learn. And then also, you know, I'm a yoga teacher and I teach other teachers. I certify other teachers. So my goal is to help spread positivity through all of my endeavors. Okay, so what's my short podcast for today? It is this. We have to do better than our past. We have to do better than our past. And I'm talking about you, me. I'm talking about America. I'm talking about Palestine. I'm talking about Israel. I'm talking about Ukraine, Russia. We all have to do better than our past. And just because we've entertained chaos and war and fighting and disruption in our homes and disruption in our families and chaos in our lives, just because we've entertained that in the past doesn't mean we should take that attitude into the future. And the great thing about it is that you right now have the power to change it individually, starting with yourself and spreading it to others. So how do we do it? This is my message for you today. The first thing that we do is stop using limiting beliefs and statements to support the chaos that we're living in. Stop using limiting statements and declarations to support the chaos that we are living in. Think about it. How many times do you say, you know what, I always blank, blank, blank. Or they never blank, blank, blank. Or I don't do blank, blank, blank. Right? All of those blank blanks, for lack of a better term, are the limitations that we place on our existence, our life, and our future. But ladies and gentlemen, if you begin to take time to be aware, be aware so much that you actually make a list of all the limiting statements that you make every day. I mean, pull out your phone, type it in your phone in a note, write it down on a piece of paper, scrap piece, whatever you need to do. But take note of the limiting statements and declarations that you make every day. Because once you notice those limitations and declarations, then we can reshape them, right? So instead of saying, I always blank, you can say, well, you know what? I'm going to try something different. Or instead of accepting that every time somebody says something to me, I get upset. Don't even say it. Start to say that when people say things that you don't like, you seek to understand. Now, of course, that sounds real fluffy, right? But who are you doing it for? You're not doing it for the other person. You're doing it for yourself, your mental health, and to make the world a better place. So I submit to you today that one step in the right direction of living your best life and doing better than your past is to take stock of your limiting statements, which then create limiting beliefs, which then creates a limitation in your life, and turn it all around. And I suggest you do that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. If you've been listening to my podcast, you know that I don't hold you long. I mean, think about it. I'm a judge, I'm a yogi, I'm a father, I'm a husband. I have a lot of things to do, and you do too. So these are short messages just to inject you with some positivity, something that you can use to start incorporating it in your life and see if it makes your life better. Hey, don't take my word for it. See if it makes your life better. And if it does, we're on the right track. So ladies and gentlemen, spread this information, spread this podcast, like, share, subscribe. Go to my website, judgedawson.com. Get my email, Dose of Positivity. Follow me on social media at Judge Dawson. Why? Because I'm dedicated to being positive in your life. And you feel me with that same positivity by your support. So ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing day. I will be back soon. And until we meet again, namaste.